Good day, everyone. I had a thought for not just those that do cooking already, but probably for those that are planning on moving out, the young people leaving their parents' house, etc., etc. Some things to gain. None of these things are mandatory, but they can help out in the kitchen. Things that are not just useful for one purpose. And that's the other issue that we'll try to look at, is how many different ways can you use one particular item so that you're not going out and buying a house full of items to fill your kitchen. It's not needed when you're not working in a restaurant and you're just taking care of yourself or your family. You don't need to go overboard. Stop watching those channels and flipping through all of the finger huts and stuff like that. Try and multi-purpose as many things as possible. Save yourself some money and time. Be frugal. Not stingy, just frugal. And you'll probably enjoy your time in the kitchen a lot more as you grow through your cooking process. All right. Many people have these rotisserie things, and to be very, very honest, there may be 25% of these that we use on a regular basis. The rest of them are hit and miss. Having something to open your can. You can get the handheld, you can get the electric, and there's smaller ones, even using this, and yes, you can use this to open up a can. It's not the best, and you just keep going all the way around. So a can opener, bottle opener, remember, these are not necessities, but they can come in handy. Okay, a masher. This works to mash potatoes. It works to help mix your bread doughs, etc., etc. You don't have to keep buying all these electric items. Yes, a blender's nice. Found this. This was refurbished. That was really cool. Didn't cost an arm and a leg. I don't mind buying used stuff. There's other ways that I want to use my money. Look at that. Another wooden thingy. A whisk to whip things around. If you don't have this, that's fine. Use a fork. Just use your fork. That's all you got. You use what you got. Pair of tongs. Waka, 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 waka. And what else we got in here? Because a lot of this stuff I don't use anymore. Just haven't gotten rid of it. This is I'm going to use the politically incorrect term. This is a juice sucker. Squishy, squishy, and you pull out the juices that are going around the turkey or whatever you're cooking, and you squirt it on top of it or in it. These are the little spatula things that come with rice cookers. I don't have any rice cookers anymore. I know, I just use my pot. Figured out how to do it. We'll do that next time. Or I should say in another video. A set of knives. The only reason I'm showing these is because you can get them essentially inexpensive. 25 bucks, and you can get a decent set nowadays. Nice big butcher knife. And if I'm using the wrong terms, forgive me. Cheese grater, they can come in handy. I got this at the Dollar Tree. you can end up going crazy and having stuff all over the place. I've actually cut back. Another very, very, very important item is to have a sturdy fly swatter. This is the best one that I have found. This is actually from Black Flag. I believe I got it at Menards. I could be wrong, but the handle is very rigid. Doesn't flop around like the dollar one you normally get. I think this was like $3, $4. But if all you can afford is the $1 one, then get the $1 one. There is no shame in that. None whatsoever. Life is a process. Life is not fair. Life is not equal to everyone, per se. So a lot of people have one of these little electric boxes, microwave. They're inexpensive now, but one thing I would change for most of us, if you can afford it, is to take the time and at least get a Pyrex or glass pie pan instead of the plastic plate cover. Use this. I've noticed that it not only helps heat faster and helps keep your microwave clean when it's used. And a friend of ours showed me this one. It actually has a wavy bottom to it, so it helps the airflow, but it can also be used, all of these things can be used also in the oven, and that's a bonus. And pot holders. Now I'm going to state this. If you don't have pot holders, you don't have to buy pot holders. Do you have a shirt that you don't care about anymore? Use that. Use something to protect your hands when you're dealing with the hot items. I would also look into getting a cutting board. I like cutting boards. This is that plastic style, you know, but you cut and this stuff sometimes comes off. I like this one because the rubber edge helps keep it in place on the counter. This one, as you can see, has a handle. I think this is, I forgot what the name of the wood is. I think this is the bamboo one. I got these two at Kroger's. They actually weren't that bad. I think this one was maybe $10 and maybe $10 or $12. Yes, that can be a lot for a lot of people. A number of years ago, that would have been more than I could have afforded. So what's this? This is just a piece of wood that we sanded down. Ta-da! There is your chopping block. You can get this almost anywhere for free. Get some sanding paper, sand her down, rinse it off, and you're good to go. All it took was some time. Okay. Most people have no stinking idea how to use these or what these are called. But they'll see them in weird movies. Macbeth. Yeah, anyway. So this is a pestle. And I use this to crunch up all the vitamins and other things when I'm making my shakes. So I can just put it in there instead of swallowing vitamins and stuff like that, because some people have throat issues. Again, there's no shame in this. We're all in this together. So you just push down, and then just like that, and it turns into a powder. You dump it out, and you're good to go. Another item. Notice that this stuff isn't plastic. If all you can afford is plastic, so be it. But just be aware that when you heat plastic up, that sometimes, depending on which articles you read, the chemicals can seep or whatever into your foods. So these are glass and Pyrex. I don't just use these for measuring. If I have excess coffee, I'll put it in the refrigerator, pour it in here in the morning, and heat it back up. Yes, reduce, reuse, recycle, sometimes. I will put food in here and heat it up. Then pour it onto the plate. Then rinse it out real quick, and I'll put the next thing of food that I need to heat up. And that's vegetables, meat, water, cereals, soups. These are solid enough. Just double check with the manufacturers. Sometimes you could bake in these. And yes, I said that. Why did I say that? Because sometimes this is all you got. This is a set that I got of 3 Pyrex bowls. I don't think I got the other one there. Nope. You got the small one, bigger one, and a bigger one. They're all about the same height. And they came with lids, and I think it was a $10 set. Great for using for cereal bowls. I use this for the excess cooking fat. Cook in it, eat in it, all at once. And as I said before, cast iron. Why? Same reason. You can cook on the stove, in the stove, take it camping, cook it on the fire, and for those of you that don't like firearms, you can beat the crap out of an intruder with it. A good sized mixing bowl. Yes, garage sales are nice. If you go to like a Gordon Foods, this thing might be, I don't know, 20 bucks. Or you can spend $1 at a garage sale. So this is big enough for a couple of loaves of bread, mixing salads, etc., etc. I would highly recommend keeping a jar. You've used a jar for, your marinades or spaghetti sauces. Keep it, and then you can dump your excess grease and stuff in it, and then throw that away so it doesn't go down into your pipes, and then you get a really nasty bill when your pipes don't work. As I said in my last video, wooden utensils. I think I'm starting to see these at the Dollar Tree also. I actually got this at Kroger's, I think. So, because you can use your cast iron for a deep fryer to fry French fries and stuff like that. And then use this to scoop it out. Scoop, 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 scoop. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! And like I mentioned before also, metal spatulas. Also, you would be beneficial to have rubber spatulas, or whatever the new rubber is called, so you can clean out the rest of your container so you don't waste the food or the ingredients. a little funnel. This helps get liquids and solids into smaller containers. I use it for salt and pepper, quick easy pour, measuring cups, little measuring spoons. Get those at the Dollar Tree. I think you might even find this at the Dollar Tree. A sieve, you can get this at the Dollar Tree.